In 1993, Cyan Worlds released the most influential adventure game of all time, Myst. Never seen before, Myst used high-quality 3D rendered graphics to deliver images that were unparalleled at the time. Whereas once adventure games were amongst the most popular of gaming genres, by the mid-1990s, the genre served as the advent to first-person shooters, notably Doom and Half-Life. 5 years after the release of Myst, the traditional adventure genre was considered dead, but Cyan released their ambitious sequel, Riven. Riven is considered to be the last great adventure game, and today, it is being remade.
For reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book, back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Okay, hello and welcome to Riven. Something very different today, obviously. We're going to take a look at the Starry Expanse project, which is a complete 3D remake of this classic game. But first we're going to play the original, talk about video game... hello there. Talk about video game history, get a feel for the original, and then afterwards I'll show you what the team is up to. Sup? Katawarebo. Whipper whipper?
Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Rekoa.
Oh, it's all coming back to me.
Wisirapo. Mutika bukua nai. Wisirapo. Mutika bukua nai. Bukua nai. Wisirapo. Bukua nai. Bukua nai.
So of course, this native guy takes our magic book. So we have to spend most of the game finding this book. Oh, you okay there, buddy? He read something he didn't like. He read some kind of fan fiction. Some kind of furry, creepypasta fan fiction. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this one. There's not going to be much editing. It'll just be me being unnecessarily nostalgic, talking about, you know, the history of old school games. And what I grew up with, how, you know, old games didn't really tell you how to play. There was no text on the screen. You have an intro cinematic and then you're just in the game, which is very much what I grew up with and what I love. Oh, hey there. So we spend most of the game chasing this guy. Want to let me out? No, thank you. Now, if we were quick, we could just jump over this, you know, little bar here. Chase down that guy, but no, we're gonna take it easy. So you probably know Myst. Myst is, it was the best-selling PC game of all time for like 10 years until bloody Sims came along. And yeah, this is a traditional adventure game, so it's point and click. So obviously, you know, this coming out in 1997, when shooters were coming out, Wolfenstein, I think, came out in like 93, like at the same year as Myst. So already, like, these 3D games were taking over this stuff. But there's lots of legendary games in this format, in the old stale point and click format, such as, can we kill ourselves? No. Such as Monkey Island. I'm sure a lot of you would know LucasArts did a lot of them with incredible stories, but they've been forgotten because they're all point and click. Monkey Island, Grim Fandango was one of them. This is my favorite because famously Riven has really good visuals, obviously, it being one of the last point and click games ever. And what a lot of people say is the best sound design in any adventure game ever made. The music was actually done by the developer's brother. It was two brothers. You know, the George Lucas looking guy at the start? He made the game and his brother did the music. So that looks like a bug. So exciting news. They are remaking this game in the Unreal Engine in full 3D. Hang on, listen to this music. It's incredible. My thoughts were always, if games with this immaculate reality, this real lived-in world and this much development actually got 3D games, they'd be incredible. The story's interesting for this one too. The guy at the start is part of this special bloodline of men that are born with an ability to write worlds. Whatever they write in a book becomes reality. So they sort of become these gods. And it sort of tells the story. Here we go. You can see, yeah. So the people that live in these worlds view these men as gods. And the man Khan or Gan, whatever his name is, who we're trying to capture, it sort of went to his head. And he sort of, yeah, he's a little bit powerful. So we need to put an end to him. You know, all these poor people are suffering under his rule. So we're just going to trap him in that book. Oh yeah, the book that we don't have anymore. The book that's been taken by the weird islander, who's now dead, I guess. I don't know where his body went to. But yes, I don't really remember how to play, by the way. Which way? Which way? Let's have a little look down here, shall we? There's always little secrets, but see if I can remember. Yeah, I was 3 years old. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. But guess we can't go in here. But look, see this little secret thing here? You can see this is where the girl went, or the guy went, under here. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Aha. So we can spin the room around and maybe it'll reveal some stuff. As much as I love not having my hand held, I think Myst and Riven are like the ultimate examples of what the hell do I do? But I like that. It's part of the adventure, and I think, you know, these old forgotten LucasArts games and Cyan Worlds games were so focused on taking you on this amazing journey that you didn't care about the gameplay. It didn't matter. But also I think there was no incredibly fun, really refined, rewarding gameplay like we have today. So it might be difficult for people to get into this, but I hope you enjoy this, guys. Oh yeah, the whole point of this video, God, you're probably thinking this is clickbait. In 2009, a group of devs got a blessing from Cyan Studios. They're now Cyan Studios. They did the game Abduction, and they approved the, sorry guys, I can never do two things at once. To remake this whole game in 3D, and that's what this game's missing. I think audiences today aren't gonna bother getting into a bloody point-and-click adventure. You can get this game on Android. It's also available on iPhone if at all it interests you. But yeah, it needs to be 3D. It needs to be able to walk around, much like Amnesia, which was really popular. Excuse me. I know you guys are telling me not to burp, so maybe I'll edit that out. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We've discovered some kind of secret. Oh, what's down here? Oh, that's where we came from. Okay, can we actually do anything? Or is this just... have we just wasted time? Cool. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Yeah, so what was I saying? In 2009, a small team of devs got together. Oh, what's this? Look at these like iconic visuals though. Like what a great thing for a kid to play. Like I remember this was kind of scary when I was a kid. It was so perfect for me. Because you know that right level of mystery for a young kid, it just captures their mind. Look at this imagery. It's incredible. And the music. Anyway, I love all the sound design. I love this shit. I'm very much a 90s kid. I grew up with all this shit. So we need to click this button. Oh. So I think this is where like one of the outer world people, one of the riders would come here and speak to his disciples. Look, there's a room there. See what happens if we pull this. Watch to the left. See if a door goes up or something. What have I done? Okay, I have no idea what I did. I may have just turned the mic on for a second, but we're not going to creep people out. Let's have a look here. Pull this up. All this shit, like, you have to somehow figure out, by the way. Lucky, I've played this game a few times. Okay, so this isn't a clickbait video. I keep forgetting. Oh, look at this. There's a very famous sequence that this game has that's coming up in a moment that I'll show you. Really famous sequence. You've probably seen it before. Or if you're old as fuck like me, you've probably seen it before. Yeah, so this team of developers is remaking this game in 3D, which will be incredible. I think it could potentially be one of the greatest remakes ever. Because something like this immersive, beautiful experience is just lessened by the fact that it's point and click, that it's traditional adventure. You know, the idea that it could be 3D is incredible. Wow. So there's a lot of like interesting history in this place, but we don't really know any of that. But I think the guy at the start's a good guy, and we're going to. I think his father's the bad guy. Anyway, this is the famous scene. You've probably seen this before. This was a pretty big deal, even in like the late 90s. It was pretty exciting. I remember this shit. It was really, really cool when I was a kid. Can you see it? Here it comes. I remember I'd always, when I was like 4 years old, I'd always ask my dad to play Riven. Just for this little scene. This was pretty cool. But you guys let me know if it's like pretty mundane because it's point and click. But I think it's just so fascinating for me to go. It's very nostalgic for me. Let's spin around. Here we go. So yeah, I think at the moment we've lost our book. We need to get that back. We need to find out who that assassin was. A lot of shit we need to do. So let's get going. If you want to check out this remake that they're doing, I'll leave a link in the description. It's called the Starry Expanse, and you can check it out. It's been in development for 10 years, I think. Started in 2009. So we very much need an update on that game. Can we have a look here? Is there anything we've missed? No? I think there's a little secret here, you know? The game wants us to go that way, But if we go over here, you can spin this. And this is one of those fucking annoying 90s games where you have to write down every number. So is that K1? Is that a Roman numeral? Is that like 210 or something? I don't know. Let's go. We up the steppies. And if we do this, we can send the thing back, which is important. Need to do that, I'm pretty sure. Or, you know, I've screwed myself. Let's go up, get a good view of everything. See if we can figure out where we are. God, look at this. That big golden hut as well we need to get into, the big observatory. Isn't this incredible? Imagine this in full 1080p. Be amazing. This is like 360p, by the way, horrifically stretched for your entertainment. I'm so sorry. What can we take? You'd think like if this were a smart game, we'd be able to take the axe, but you know, doesn't really think that way. It's pretty old. Oh, look at this. Oh, we could go in this little minecart. We might do that, actually. Can we go in here? Oh, watch this, little bug. Hey, buddy. See ya. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that gameplay. I hope that was somewhat entertaining. Like I've been saying, very, very old game. I don't expect you guys to get into that fully, but you can see what the atmosphere is like and how it can, you know, captivate a kid, especially in the 90s. And the idea that they're going to remake it in 3D in the Unreal Engine is very, very exciting. I've put a link in the description. You can check out the Starry Expanse project website, see what they're up to. And if you're into game development as well, there's some interesting stuff about how they're going about the 3D remake. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And let me know if you want more stuff like this. I don't expect this to get many views, but whatever. It was something a little bit different, you know?